Hey everybody, this is Indigo Blue, also known as A the Sage. You can follow me on Twitter at A the Sage. Today I'm doing my very first deck profile. I'm using a type of monster that's pretty much frowned upon in the dueling world, and not a lot of people like this guy, and they actually prefer another card to this guy. But you know what? I was like, I'm going to try it, and this is actually a deck that works. I actually call it, and this is like the corniest name that I could probably give it, it's actually called the Valley of Red Dragons, and you're going to see why. Typically, I run Red Eyes Black Dragon, his counterparts, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, Red Eyes Darkness Dragon, Red Eyes Black Chick, and Malefic Red Eyes Black Dragon. So, just want to give you a quick rundown. The first is 2 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. They're pretty much self-explanatory, and they're a must in any dragon deck to be able to special summon dragons from the graveyard and from your hand. It doesn't have a really big cost to it. You just remove 1 dragon from your field to special summon it, or you can, double tribute summon it. It works out either way. So it's 2 of those. I had 3. But I found that I wasn't using, really wasn't using all 3, so I dropped the number down to 2. Next is the staple for the deck, Red Eyes Black Dragon. I have 3 of these. Normal monsters, level 7. A lot of people prefer Blue Eyes White Dragon and Red Eyes Black Dragon. However, Red Eyes Black Dragon is pretty awesome once you combine him with the right cards. There are 3 Malefic Red Eyes Black Dragon. The point of these cards being in there is to speed up my deck's swarming capability. And how that works is that maybe in first hand I'm almost always guaranteed 1 Malefic monster in my first hand. I combine that with field spell, special summon this guy, and we'll go ham from there. Self-explanatory. Red Eyes Wyvern. They gotta have 3 of these to bring back any Red Eyes monster in the graveyard. Explode a Dragon for all those pesky monsters that are stronger than the dragons that you summon. You can always bring this back with Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon and continuously suicide with it. And my assortment of tuner monsters for the deck, I only have 4. 2 Flameveil Guards, a Dragunity Corsica, and Delta Flyer. The only reason I have a Dragunity Corsica, which really doesn't fit in with the Flameveil Guards, is because one of my Flameveil Guard cards got destroyed. So I'm actually using him as a proxy for my Flameveil Guard, but it's a level 1 tuner, which is still serves its purpose. I also have Delta Flyer. Delta Flyer is one of the most versatile tuner monsters in the game. He can change the level of 1 monster on the field by adding 1 level to it. That can be a really good deal maker when you really need a synchro summon and don't have any of the Red Eyes on the field. Although I couldn't imagine why you wouldn't have a Red Eyes on the field, because they're easy to summon. But just in case you happen to have like a level 4 monster on the field, such as the Red Eyes Wyvern, you can add a level to it and synchro summon level 8, or you can keep it the way it is and synchro summon level 7 for whatever you may have in your deck. I'll go more into detail about that in a minute. Of course, Mirage Dragon. It's not the dragon deck without a Mirage Dragon. Red Eyes Black Chick. Gotta have this first turn, and I've seen this a lot. I get this card and a Red Eyes on the very first turn of every game that I've played so far. And it's shocking even to only have 1 of these, but this card is definitely invaluable. And trump card is my Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. This is for all those cases where my opponent summons something with at least 3,000 or more attack points, and there's no other way to get it off the field but summoning this guy. Red Eyes Darkness Dragon gains 300 attack for every dragon type monster in the graveyard, virtually making this one of the strongest monsters in my deck attack wise. Sad part about it is it's only one time use. Once it blows up, goes to the graveyard, that's it, unless I recycle it. DAD. Gotta have a DAD. And the only reason for this is I don't have a lot of monster card destruction in the deck. So DAD is really a great asset to this deck. What I'm finding is that I can pull this off successfully every single game that I play, and I've played about 10 games with this deck. I can pull this off successfully every single game, even though I have over 12 dark monsters in this deck. This card can still come out flawlessly. Alright, we're going to go to the spell traps really quickly, and they are all self-explanatory. Bam, Monster Reborn, Future Fusion, Pot of Avarice, Shrink, Mystical Space Typhoon, Burial from a Different Dimension. Now, let me back up for just a moment. Future Fusion, its sole purpose is for Five-Headed Dragon. Or is it? You see, what I use this for is I'll send enough dark monsters to the graveyard, whereas I'll have enough for DAD. Then I'll use DAD's effect and remove this from my graveyard. And then that's where Burial comes in. Burial lets me return those 3 cards that I just removed back to my graveyard, and I can use DAD's effect again. Then there's Pot of Avarice, which lets me recycle DAD and any monsters in my graveyard that I might need to resummon DAD. Of course, we have Swords, Malefic World. Now, Malefic World is very, very, very valuable. If I can get this without any Malefic monsters in my hand, I'll be guaranteed 1 Malefic monster once I use its effect. Because I can skip my draw phase, add a Malefic card, and I'll be able to instantly summon my Red Eyes Black Dragon. Or Malefic Red Eyes Black Dragon, rather. Dragon Ravine lets me discard a card from my hand and send a Dragon-type monster from my deck to the graveyard. It's pretty damn cool. I can use that to discard a Red Eyes Wyvern discard a Red Eyes Wyvern from my hand, then discard a Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon from my deck to the graveyard. Then bam, instant summon at the end of the turn, as long as I don't summon that turn. Heavy Storm, self-explanatory. Ancient Rules for summoning 1 Red Eyes Black Dragon from my hand to the field. And the traps. Depriz. These are the most useful cards since Sakuretsu Armor when they debuted years ago. Removing is much better than destroying cards because not a lot of things can counter destruction, but not a lot of things can counter removal. Bottomless Trap Hole, just to add insult to injury and add a bitch slap to the, Dimensional Prison and removing cards. Call of the Haunted. Tyrant's Temper. Tyrant's Temper is one of the best cards in my deck. I have used it to counter various cards, including Skill Drain and attack negation cards. So lets me just breeze right on through because Tyrant's Temper stops the effects of other trap cards from affecting the monsters on my side of the field. Radiant Mirror Force. I only use this because I have Mirror Force in one of my other decks, but this typically works the same. I haven't used it not once. I haven't really found a need to use it because my opponent's monsters really don't stay on the field that long. And the Gate Attack. That is one of my overly used cards in this deck. Alright. The video is getting a little long and I only have 45 seconds left, so I'm going to go ahead and explain. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. There's a couple spell cards. Lord of Darkness, Book of Moon, and Gold Sarcophagus for searching. And now my Synchro monsters. I have Red Dragon Archfiend. I have 3 of these. This goes with the Valley of Red Dragon theme. I have Red Nova Dragon, which I can easily pull off with this deck. Exploder Dragon Wing, which is my level 7 variant. And Five-Headed Dragon. Please note, I do not play with Stardust Dragon. I hate that card, so I have made a deck that does not use him. so sue me. I also do not like Blue Eyes White Dragon. And that is all for my deck profile. Follow me on Twitter.